But when she said, one finger, that's the rule, one finger, I said, oh, that's interesting, because it's 2 for a dog's collar. Where the fuck did I say
What's up, travelers? Kayse here. If you're new to this channel, I post weekly videos every Friday to help take you away from the everyday stresses of life, even if just for a little bit. Usually, this will take the form of comedy. So, if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, feel free to become a traveler at any moment by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell. Today's video is actually brought to you by this comment. They said, I love watching Peter Kay. You should watch Sarah Millican. She is another one that makes me laugh. So it looks like today I'll be doing a reaction video. So when I was looking up Sarah Millican, I decided I would do the first video that was on the search results. So today I'll be reacting to Sarah Millican live at the Apollo. So let's just get right into this reaction video. This is my Sarah Millican live at the Apollo reaction. I like her glasses.
Noel. Merry Christmas.
Oh, because it's Christmas?
It's a lovely time for families, isn't it? I took my mum shopping. My mum's in a wheelchair. We went into a department store. I went to the disabled toilet within the department store. And my mum did a wee, and I thought, well, I'm in, I'll have a quick wee as well. But I knew I needed to fart at the same time. The toilet was only very busy, thoroughfare, a lot of people going past that door. So
the struggle.
I said, do something with her, Mum. She said, what? I said, clap. I don't know why I said that.
Clap.
I thought the noise would drown it out. So I was really very comfortable with clothes, which is my job after all. So she did, she went like this. She did one. I said, how good do you think your time it is, Mum? The problem we had is when she tapped, the lights went off. Lovely, I did a big loud fart and they came back on again. I've got one sister, it's just the two of us. My sister is 6 years older than me.
Oh, I thought she was going to say 6 years old.
Very slang, very Geordie slang, and my mum didn't like it, so my mum would correct it. And me being the little shitty sister, I would help. So if my sister said, I'm going out, my mum would correct it and say, I'm going out. My sister would have to repeat, I'm going out, before she was allowed to go out. And I'd just be standing beside them both saying, I'm going out, like the arsehole that I was. This time my sister was really ill, she had a really bad finger, she went to hospital with my mum, they came back in from A&E, and I said to my sister, what's the matter with your finger then? And she said, oh, they said it's gangrene, and I genuinely said, going green?
Going green?
We thought a medical doctor had gone, that's gangrene, then it's gonna go prune, then it's gonna fall off. Got a little dog, he's adorable. He's a rescue dog, he's very sweet. He does bark at all other dogs. That's the one problem we have with him, he will bark at all other dogs. But I just use the fact that he's a rescue if that comes up. So say I'm out walking him and he barks at another dog, the other owner will look at me like, control your dog. And I'll just turn to her and I'll say, I'm really sorry, but he's a rescue.
Oh, dang.
She'll turn to me and she'll say, I'm so sorry for what he's been through. And she thinks his owner died and we got him, that's what he's been through. You can't do that with blokes, can you? The bloke's fighting in the pub, you can't go, I'm really sorry.
He's a rescue.
But he's a rescue? Sarah wanted down Debenhams on his own. He's not married because he hasn't been chipped.
He hasn't been chipped.
The dog hurt his paw a few months ago. Hurt his paw, so I rang the vet. It was out of hours, so I got straight through to the vet herself. She said, what's the problem? I said, the dog's hurt his paw. She said, which paw? And I said, it's his left hand.
His
She said, his what? I said, his left hand. She said, you mean his foreleg? I said, I don't know, I didn't go to university like you did. But to me, it's his left hand. I know what you're thinking, you think I humanise the dog, I know that's what you're thinking. Shut up, I don't humanise him, I don't. So I took his little waistcoat off and I took him to the vet. And more bandaged up, and I brought him home. My husband was working away at the time, and I thought I should probably ring him, let him know what's going on, so I did. And I said, my husband said, what's the matter? I said, the dog's hurt his paw. My husband said, which paw? And I thought, what's the fascination with which paw? It's the one he writes with.
It's not the one he
said,
writes
it's his left hand. And my husband said, his what? I said, his left hand. He said, ah, you mean front passenger side?
Front passenger side. That's an interesting way of saying it. I never heard that one before.
The dog sleeps downstairs, his choice, he sleeps on the sofa. And then in the morning when he wakes up, he comes up to our bedroom, and every single day he asks permission to get on the bed. He pats the side of the bed with both hands. And I go on then. And he jumps up on the bed and sort of little spoons me, kind of lies here like this. It's very sweet. We all fall back to sleep again for another half an hour. It's adorable. The other day though, having fallen back to sleep again, I woke up because he was growling. And I thought, what's he growling at? What's going on here? What had happened, because they're sort of loose in the night, one of me boobs had landed on his head.
Oh, dang.
The dog is very little. My tits are not. It's lucky he didn't get caught between them, he'd be dead. I like to break up the board games this time of year. Not long ago I played a game of Jenga with some friends, and a couple of days after that I was talking to my dad on the phone. I thought I'd tell him about it. And then I thought, I don't know if my dad knows what Jingle is. In his 70s, I don't know when it first became popular, so I thought I'll ask him. So I said, Dad, do you know what Jenga is? And he said, yeah, like sex. I said,
what?
Jenga. He said, sex. I had so many questions, and I didn't want any of the answers. I said, can I ask which word you think I was saying? And he said, yeah, gender. I was like, oh, thank Christ for that. I had a horrible idea that when my mum called it. He just pull himself out without toppling her over.
Hey, you want to play Jenga tonight? Oh gosh, that's...
A few months ago I went for a bra fitting. Give us a woo if you've ever been for a bra fitting. Give us a woo if you did not enjoy
Can't say I have.
Listening people again. It's quite an odd experience, isn't it? I've been touring and asking the women in my audiences what they didn't like about their bra fit. One lady shouted out cold hands. That's what she said. I didn't like the cold hands. I get it, because they have to touch you at various times, and cold hands aren't very pleasant to touch, but I had to think about it. I think I prefer cold hands to warm hands. Warm hands kind of ick me out. Warm hands imply to me that they've been doing this. Ooh. Oh, Sheila, I've seen me 10 o'clock, I cannot wait. Another lady shouted at her, I said, what didn't you like about your bra fit? And she said it was embarrassing. I said, of course it's embarrassing, Flower. But I said, was the one moment that was worse than the rest? She said, oh yes. When I took my bra off, 2 bits of popcorn fell out.
2 bits of popcorn. Yeah, that would be...
And one lady shouted out that she thought there were too many mirrors, and I get that. I think there are too many mirrors in those cubicles. Because when I went for mine, the lady said to me, and would you like to look at the back of the bra? And I thought, no. And then I thought, I wonder if I'm missing out on something, so I had a look. Turns out I've got back tits as well. Did you know about those? Thanks for pointing them out, you cow. I'm surprised you try and sell me a bra for the back ones and all. But I'll tell you what happened to me. So every now and again I have to have a photo shoot. Now I hate photo shoots. I have really bad body image issues. So a photo shoot for somebody like me is a nightmare, but sometimes they're unavoidable. And I had 2 in the space of a fortnight, one for the cover of my book and one for the poster for my tour. Now the lady was helping me pick some clothes for the photo shoot. And I said to her, look, I don't have the time or indeed the inclination to lose any weight, but I said, could you recommend anything that might make me look a bit better? And she said, go for a bra fit. And she said, a properly fitted bra will knock pounds off you. And I said, how many bras could I wear?
How many bras?
Front tits, back tits, arse cheeks maybe? I don't know. The place she recommended to me was, until about 3 months ago, known as the Queen's Bra Fitter, which I find quite an odd boast, don't you? Oh, we do the Queen's bras. We do the Queen's bras here. I find that such an odd boast. I've never once watched Troop and the Colour on the telly and thought, oh, I wish I had tits like hers. I made an appointment at the place she recommended. I went along to the appointment. Went to the cubicle with the lady I'd made the appointment with, and I took off my top and I had my best bra, and you always wear your best one, don't you? I had my best bra. And that's what I said to the lady. I said, this is my best fitting bra. And she went like this. everyone says. I said, well, maybe that's what everyone means. Like, we didn't hit it off at all. It was Eddie from the get-go. She said, what we need to do with those two, like they're separate from my person. What we need to do with those two is lift and separate. Lift and separate. I said, well, don't separate them too much, because that's what it looks like when I'm in bed. When she was talking, it sounded like she wanted them to look like a travel pillow. She gave me a bra to try on, and I said to her, would you mind stepping out of the cubicle while I put on the bra, and then when I've got it on, I'll shout you back in. She looked utterly perplexed at this. She said, I've been doing this for 30 years. I said, well, I haven't been doing this for 30 years. And then I thought, showing my boobs to strangers, probably a good 25. But I didn't want to add it to my list of people who've seen my tits. There's not that many people on my list. Just a handful of blokes in a window cleaner once by accident. We've got a bra that fit, and she tightened up the straps because I had them on comfy setting, you know, where they just sort of graze your belly. I've got a belly, otherwise I'd hit the deck. She tightened up the straps to where they're supposed to be, and then she put one finger under the strap at the top. She put one finger under it, and she said, this is the rule. You're supposed to be able to only get one finger under the strap. And then she looked at me for a response. I don't know why I said the following. But when she said one finger, that's the rule, one finger. I said, oh, that's interesting, because it's 2 for a dog's collar. Why the fuck did I say that? To make it worse, I then said, are you trying to stop me from losing my boobs in the park? Why am I still talking?
Why must I talk?
There was one lady, and I asked her, why didn't you like your bra fit? And she was an older lady, and she said, when I took my bra off, my boobs went down like that, so they just measured my waist.
Oh.
Another lady said, I didn't like it because I didn't know the etiquette, and I took my bra off too early. Was you still on the bloody bus? I was in hospital last Christmas, not very long, not for anything serious. They gave me one of those gowns, you know, that doesn't quite shut at the back. And then she said, the next thing we need from you is a urine sample. Give us a woo if you've ever given a urine sample. Give us a woo, those of you who are women. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. She gave me a bottle with a neck like that. Oh, well, I'll wait till she brings the funnel. No funnel came. And I thought, how am I supposed to hit that with me twin jets? Now, I don't want to tell you too much about me down there. Suffice to say, it's not a 70s bush by any means, but it's also not child hold. Put it this way, there's just enough hair to put a paedophile off. This is quite tricky. So I put it in position, started me wee came out of a different area. Stopped me wee, I moved into that area, I started me wee again, we came out of a third area. It's like somebody was pouring juice through a hedge. I felt like I was on the cube. Then she said, the next thing we need to know is what size you want for the DVT tights, you know, the sort of stockings you put on after you've had surgery. I said, okay. She came along with a variety of sizes. She said, we'll start with a size small. And I thought, oh, somebody's got time to kill.
Somebody's got time to kill.
But I tried the small and they fit. I'm a small in hospital. I must have had such an odd expression on my face. Because she said, are you all right? And I just went, why aren't you a shop?
Oh, why aren't you a shop?
The paper knickers that make you wear. My husband said, I find them quite sexy. I said, do you? Why? He said, I think I could rip them off. Just so you know, if you do a fart in them, the same thing happens.
Aww. Okay, so my thoughts on Sarah Millican live at the Apollo. Hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But in terms of the video, I thought it was actually really funny. I think her delivery of the jokes was really good. Her storytelling is really good. And I think she just did everything perfectly. You could tell that she's honed her craft. for quite some time, and she definitely knows what she's doing. I'd actually be very interested to see some of her other content and see how it compares to this content, because I thought this one was actually really good. But did you like it? If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Question of the day: what's the most awkward thing that's ever happened to you? Post your answers in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed, consider clicking that subscribe button, because you gotta do that in order to hit that notification bell to be informed about new videos every week. If you've got a request or recommendation for me, feel free to post those in the comments below. Until next time, I'm officially Kayse. This is my cat. And we're officially signing off. Peace out, everyone.